What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's one, I'm going to be going over the Adept Hung Jury. This is the new Adept scout rifle that is dropping in Grandmaster Nightfalls. This week it is Kargan on Nessus, the Cabal Scion dude. Overall, it's a pretty easy Nightfall to complete. I've been getting in like 15 to 20 minute runs. I've been farming it like crazy, just getting a ton of mats and even farming up some of the Adept mods that I've been missing on the side. But overall, this is a really good scout. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's really good. I definitely think this thing will become useful later on, especially in other GMs, considering that scouts do have a seasonal artifact mod, anti-barrier to be specific. But yeah, it's a really fun scout. I think even if you're playing like low-end Destiny content, it's still going to be a fun weapon to use. Especially for controller players. I know a lot of controller players still like scouts and stuff, but yeah, overall this is a really fun weapon, and I definitely recommend jumping in before this Nightfall is up and chasing this Adept Hung Jury. Alright, so we're over on light.gg now, as you guys can see, and I already have the Adept Hung Jury brought up here, and we're ready to rock and roll. So scrolling down, first thing I want to show you guys is that Curator Roll. I personally have never seen anybody with this, but it is extended barrel, ally magazine, bottomless grief, and high impact reserves. In my opinion, it's kind of a trash roll, but just wanted to show you guys what it actually is. I don't even know if it drops in game. Again, I've never seen anybody with it, but that is it according to light.gg. Alright, so getting into the random rolls here. To start off with, for the barrels, we have fluted barrel and small bore being the PvE favorite, and hammerforged being the PvP favorite. For the mags, we have tactical mag being the PvE favorite and accurate rounds being the PvP favorite. For the first perk column, we have subsistence being the overall favorite and rapid hit being the PvE favorite. And then in the last column, we have a few good options. We have explosive payload, one for all, and firefly being the PvE favorite, and box breathing being the PvP favorite. So I'm going to break this down into basically 3 different weapons, each for basically different things you're trying to accomplish in the game. So I'm going to do the low end PvE, the high end PvE, and then the PvP role. I feel like that's like the best way to break it down. So for low end PvE, I'm probably going to be taking fluted barrel. This gives you a lot of handling and a little bit of stability. This feels really good with the scout rifle, so I definitely recommend fluted barrel. I'm going to be taking accurized rounds to make up for that lost range. It's a scout. I don't think it needs a lot of range, but I do like to make up for a little bit of that range that I'm losing from the barrel. I'm also going to be going with subsistence and firefly. I like firefly a lot. It's really good with dealing with a lot of trash ads, and it pairs well with subsistence because every kill firefly gets, subsistence is reloading your mag with 2 extra bullets. So the low end PvE roll would definitely be fluted barrel, accurized rounds, subsistence, and firefly for me. For the high end PvE roll, so you're trying to do like a GM or something, I'm still going to be taking fluted barrel. If you're somebody who's chasing the range, I would recommend hammerforged. Do not go with full bore. Full bore is hurting your stability and handling. If you do want the range, go hammerforged there, but personally I'm still going to be taking fluted barrel. It feels absolutely fine with the scout. I have no problem with the range. I really like that extra handling more. I'm going to be taking fluted barrel. I'm going to still go with accurized rounds to make up for that lost damage, or lost range rather, sorry. And then I'm going to be going with rapid hit and explosive payload. Explosive payload is really good for 2 reasons. 1, it has no damage drop off, and 2, it is extremely effective at dealing with champions, especially anti-barrier and overload champions. It's really good at dealing with those 2 types. This season, scouts have anti-barrier, and explosive payload on this weapon actually allows it to compete with auto rifles against anti-barrier champions. So explosive payload is definitely going to be the king there. The reason why rapid hit takes over subsistence in GMs or even high-end PvE stuff is because subsistence, you're going to have to be expending a lot of your magazine to get a single kill. So to only get 2 bullets back after shooting like, I don't know, almost your whole clip isn't really worth it. So that's where rapid hit becomes your best friend, because you're getting that extra stability, which is allowing you to land those shots more accurately. And it's also giving you that reload speed, which you are going to need because you're going to be reloading your weapon quite a bit in a GM or even like a Master Nightfall. So again, the high end PvE roll is fluted barrel, accurized rounds, rapid hit, explosive payload for me. And then lastly, I'm personally not chasing this one because I'm probably never going to use this thing in PvP. But again, it says Hammerforge here is the PvP favorite. However, I don't think you need the range, and I think a lot of PvP players would still rather take the handling here over that range. So personally, I'm still going to go with fluted barrel. I'm going to go accurized rounds. I'm probably going to go subsistence and box breathing. Box breathing is definitely going to give you the best bang for your buck in PvP. Explosive payload also wouldn't be that bad. One for all in Firefly, totally losing out there. Yeah, definitely between box breathing and explosive payload, but I still think box breathing would take the cake. So the PvP roll would be fluted barrel, accurized rounds, subsistence, and box breathing. You didn't see me mention tactical mag, even though I know a lot of people like it. It would be my second overall option if I didn't have accurized rounds. So the reason why tactical mag doesn't win out a lot with me is because, as you can see, it does the 10 reload. However, we have two really good reload perks here, both for the low end and high end PvE side of things and PvP side of things. So it kind of loses out there. The magazine plus 10, it's only giving you one extra bullet in the magazine. I don't really find that worth it. So now it has almost 2 dead traits about it. And then the 5 stability, like, I don't know. Tactical mag just really ain't winning anything over for me. So personally, I'm going to skip tactical mag. If I don't have one with accurized, I'm probably going to take tactical. But yeah, that's why tactical mag. And then also one for all. It's not a bad perk. It is a pretty fat damage buff and it has a long duration, but I just don't like the way it works. Personally, at least not with a scout. I'm going to send a pass on that one. If you guys want to get that one, it goes good with either subsistence or rapid hit, but personally, I'm not taking it personally. So, yeah. And then as you see, it has Adrenaline Junkie and Wellspring. Wellspring is good, but it just can't compete with these other perks here. Adrenaline Junkie is kind of trash. I guess I'll go over one other role here. If you're like a controller player or you just have a really hard time controlling the weapon for whatever reason, I would recommend probably going with Arrowhead Break for a lot of that recoil control. Probably steady rounds, giving you a lot of stability. Rapid hit or heating up, both giving you stability. And then whatever your option here, it doesn't really matter. None of these except for Adrenaline Junkie, but Adrenaline Junkie is kind of trash. That's the only one that gives you handling there. But that's not even stability. That's not even going to help you accurately shoot the weapon anyway. So if you're having a hard time like on controller, go like Arrowhead, steady rounds, and then like heating up a rapid hit. Probably go rapid hit personally. And then whatever you want, probably like explosive payload would be fine if you're having a hard time using the weapon. And then down here, as you can see, we have the community average rolls. Everybody's chasing that accurized, rapid hit, explosive payload because they're probably going to try to use this stuff in like GMs. And then tactical mag, subsistence, and Firefly is the second thing people are going for there because that's also a good low tier PvE roll. And again, I don't really care for one for all. Surplus is good, but it inhibits you from using your abilities, so I don't like it. And yeah, that is the Adept Tongue Jury. My take on it. Also for the mod, I personally socket the Adept Big One mod on it. I like it a lot. Helps deal extra damage against majors and bosses as well as vehicles. And for anybody who doesn't know, if you're trying to do extra damage to champions, it's going to be the major spec that is going to help you deal with those more. And then the boss spec is also, the Adept Big Ones has the major and the boss spec merged together, so it's really good. So personally, I run the Adept Big Ones. If you guys have that, I would recommend slapping that in there on this weapon. And for the masterwork, personally, I like handling on it. I don't think it needs the extra range there, but if you're gonna go with a masterwork on it, I would recommend either handling or range, definitely. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the Adept Tongue Jury. That is going to do it for me today, guys. If you want to check this website out, I'll leave it in the link, or I'll leave a link in the description to light.gg. It's a really awesome website. You guys come over here, you can see the meta stuff. There's a little search bar up here. Just type in whatever weapon you're chasing and it'll show you all the info about it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I hope you found the video entertaining or helpful, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.